there's just a sea of red. You're hearing chants from the front row. You're hearing chants all over the stadium. I mean, it's just been tremendous.
Great season, Bradley!
Never before had the Bradley Braves advanced so deep into the NCAA tournament. The most trying season in the program's history had also become the most successful. In the tournament's second round, Bradley scored a remarkable upset over seven-time national champion Indiana. And in the Sweet 16 against Maryland, Bradley rallied from 2 goals down with under 3 minutes to play.
And there's the header, is it? Chris Cutshaw with the header. The score is tied 2-2.
Then, in overtime,
goes in the back of the net. What a shot! And this game is over. Bradley's moving on to the quarterfinals.
With mud. 1, 2, 3.
but as the Braves prepared to face Ohio State in the Elite Eight, 4 players were missing, as they had been all season. 3 players accused of causing the death of the 4th. This story begins with Danny Dahlquist, known as DQ to his friends.
What do you think it would have meant to Danny to be on a team that went to the Elite Eight?
Well, it's a poorly put phrase right now. He would have died and gone to heaven. I mean, it's crass to say it in this context, but that would have been everything.
Danny Dahlquist was born and raised in Peoria, Illinois, literally across the street, less than 100 yards from Bradley University. The oldest of 7 children, Danny grew up cheering for the Braves.
Midfielder, Danny Dahlquist.
As a standout high school player, Dahlquist had one wish: to play college soccer at Bradley, where his father, Craig, was associate athletic director, and his mother, Tricia, an English instructor.
What did Bradley soccer mean to him?
A lot and everything. It was a very familiar surrounding. It was in his front yard, something that meant everything to him.
Goal!
Hardest working kid, most well-respected kid on the team, and a person without question that wanted to be a Bradley Brave more than any person I've ever coached, recruited, or been around.
As a freshman in the fall of 2006, Danny made the Bradley soccer team, but was redshirted. Last summer, he and 4 teammates moved into a house off campus. On August 12, 2007, the day before the players would report for the soccer season, Dahlquist went to sleep in his room after a long night of drinking and partying. Then, a prank. 3 of his housemates, who were also teammates, and a 4th friend from another college started shooting Roman candles under Danny's bedroom door. Almost immediately, Danny's room was engulfed in flames. Another friend who was at the house dialed 911.
I'm calling it! Carry 911, where is your emergency? We have a fire. Where at? 2008 Laura. 20 now. 2008 Laura? Yes. Okay, we've got them on the way. Get everybody out. We're fine. We got someone stuck in there. Okay. Somebody stuck it in there? They won't wake up. They're passed out. We can't... Okay, what's on fire? Oh my God, we can't get him out. He's passed out in there. We can't get him up.
The flames, as I know it to be, were about 1,500 to 1,800 degrees in temperature Fahrenheit. And all of a sudden they noticed a glow in the room and realized that maybe the worst was happening, that the room had caught on fire.
There is a subject inside an upper bedroom. They can't get to him. There's too much smoke.
Fire department was called. Deputies arrived first. They couldn't access the room either because of the heat. Fire department came and Danny Dahlquist was found lifeless on the floor.
As this police footage shows, the fire charred the stairs leading to Danny's room. And the fire gutted the room itself. This is where Danny Dahlquist's life ended.
Moments before Danny Dahlquist died, this would have probably still been considered a weird and over-the-top prank. But after he couldn't save himself, it became something very, very bad.
Less than an hour and a half after Danny was pronounced dead, police started questioning his housemates, starting with teammate David Crady.
They were shooting fireworks off and there was smoke pouring out of the room. Did you hear them shooting off? Yeah, I definitely heard the fireworks going off. Okay. I guess Danny went and just passed out in his room and he locked the door. So, I don't know, I guess they were playing a prank on him or something, I don't know. Like they were shooting him up into the ceiling or what? No, under the door. Okay. Like they were popping under the door.
As Crady was being questioned, Nick Menken, another housemate and teammate, was in a different police interrogation room.
I never had a Roman candle in my hand or lit one.
No, quit telling all these lies.
I have not told you a lie, sir.
You've minimized your part in all of this, and for some reason, I don't know, but do you think you're doing your friend justice by doing that?
No.
You think he appreciates that? Well, you need to own up to what you did.
I'm telling you,
I told you this stuff has to come together like a puzzle.
I know.
And it
I'm
ain't.
to,
You're the
sir.
only odd piece here.
I'm trying to, sir.
Well, start telling the truth. You were up there when people were lighting Roman candles.
Right, yes.
Do I think that you meant for this to happen? I don't. Okay? Get over that.
I know. I'm
not saying that you meant to kill DQ.
I'm telling you.
Okay? I'm not treating it that way.
I'm telling you.
I'm treating it as a death investigation.
And if they said I lit one, then if 3 people said it, then I must have lit one.
Eventually, 3 of Danny's teammates, Nick Menken, Ryan Johnson, and David Crady, as well as a 4th man, Daniel Cox, were charged with multiple counts of arson, including a felony. 2 days after they were charged, all of the men had been released on $50,000 bail, and they attended Danny's funeral at St. Mark's Catholic Church.
Accelerate after you play it. Just about a 3-yard burst. Let's get a good sweat on. All right, now, open your mouths. I want to hear it every time now. Let's go.
Just 19 days after Danny's death, the Bradley soccer season began, without the accused soccer players who'd been dismissed from the team. To honor Danny, there was a logo on the Braves field and a patch on their jerseys. Even as they mourned, the Braves played inspired soccer.
Winning the game is not the important part. It's playing and being inspired by a teammate, a son, a brother, a friend. There were no rah-rah speeches. I just didn't see that as a place in our program.
We didn't want to say, hey, let's go win this for Danny, or Danny wants this to happen, because that would just be trivializing, the situation. So we kind of took the approach, let's use his character as inspiration.
In the midst of Bradley's unlikely season, the 3 accused players often attended games and cheered their former teammates, even as they awaited trial.
After a game, we're the first people to get a text message or a phone call. We're the first people to congratulate. So they're, as far as I'm concerned, they're still part of the team.
Even in moments of huge games, I would see him in the stands. So if I'd catch a glimpse of Crady and I'd be like, and I'd just get lost, and you'd think of it. It was really hard not to think about it every game.
6 weeks before their former teammates would face trial, and with Danny in their hearts, the Braves took the field against Ohio State in December, hoping to advance for the first time to the Final Four.
Ball kick is good. Back of the net. Buckeyes lead 1-0.
Bradley couldn't sustain the momentum and lost 4-0.
Every good story has to come to an end, but this is one run that will be remembered for a long time throughout the entire community.
And Craig Dahlquist, Danny's dad's out there getting hugs and giving hugs, and it's just a great support group here with this Bradley University family.
The following month, the accused arrived one by one at the Peoria County Courthouse. If convicted of the most serious charge, each faced a minimum 6-year sentence. Instead, all 4 agreed to plead guilty to involuntary manslaughter, still a felony. Each would serve 6 months in the county jail.
These were Danny's peers, his friends. I feel great compassion for the families. They're going through suffering themselves on many different levels, and some of which we'll never fully understand.
The Dahlquists still work at Bradley, and they frequently visit Danny's grave, which is just down the street from campus and from their home.
People may think that in talking about Danny, oh, that must be sad. It's like, I like talking about Danny. I mean, he was a great kid, and certainly such a valuable part of our family that not to talk about him would be sad, I think.
Back at Bradley, Danny's locker is now a shrine. His number 29 unofficially retired, even though he never got to play a single game for the Braves. Clearly, sadness still pervades the Bradley soccer program. Its autumn heroics, a bittersweet coda to a summer tragedy.
It's a story that has some success in terms of soccer, but I'd take 0-20 to go back to August 11th. I'd give my career up. You know, and nobody that's been associated with this wouldn't do that.